Hi everyone, welcome to Global Predictions. I'm your host, Greg. You guys know me, and this hottest goddess is my co-host, Ali, and you know her too.
Hello,
Welcome,
everyone.
welcome, baby.
Hello, darling. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm here, still under a ton of stress and everything else.
Yeah.
But before we get to anything, Ali has some big news.
Tiki's had her babies. Tiki's had her babies. She had five little kitties. I will go and get them. I will go and get them in a minute, okay? Just two. I'll just bring two. But yes, she had five. It was started off lovely. We was Greg found out the exact time that her real bearing down contractions started. Instantly, must have known. I didn't know before that she was in labour. Mind you, I was doing all of the
My job was doing all of the uh, Ali froze. Maybe I froze. Did Ali freeze or me? Let me know in the chat. Yep, Ali froze. Uh, I'm not going to ruin the surprise. But yeah, I called up as Tink was having contractions. I was able to see the first kitten born. And I'll let Ali tell the rest. They're so adorable. But there was an escapade that happened that kind of complicated things. Everything's fine? Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, Linda and Chrissy are saying that Ellie froze. Yeah, so she should be right back. Don't tell her, but I kicked her out of the room. I would never do that. So I was telling Allie beforehand um, how I had this incredible pain about 2 hours ago in my ankle and in my shin in that area, like right right here. It felt like somebody hit me in that area with a sledgehammer, a cramping kind of pain. And I know that every time I go to the hospital, I've been there a lot, but every time I go there, there's I'm usually low on potassium. And ironically, even though they're not keto, I did buy bananas recently for the potassium. So on a higher level, I must have known. And Ellie and I were talking about supplements the other day, the supplements that we each take and what ones we have in common. But one of the supplements I was taking was potassium, but I kind of got away from my supplements because I've been going through shit and hell where I live. And I didn't want to get you guys involved with it. But I started, I just started taking potassium again tonight. And let's hope that that makes a difference. I came up with a new tie-dye shirt. That's pretty cool. Maybe you guys can help me name it. It's just pink and blue, navy blue, which is the third eye, and white. It looks pretty cool. Obviously, not everyone's going to look like that. They're all going to be unique. I can't replicate any tie-dye shirt I make. Like this one, as cool as it looks, I can't make an exact copy. Sometimes I make ones that are even better, you know? So, but I was tie-dyeing some shirts the other day, and I'm like, God, I haven't made myself a shirt in a while. What colors are resonating with me? And I thought this is pretty cool because it's almost like a blend of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, right? But I don't know what to name it. I haven't even thought of a name. I should have wore it. So, yeah, any suggestions for names? I'm open. Ali just popped in. She can continue the escapades of Tank. And there were escapades. I won't ruin it. I'll let Ali tell ya. Uh-oh. There she is.
My internet just stopped and I didn't know if it was me or you. So I was like, yeah. Anyway.
Are we shocked?
No.
Happens all the time to us. Interference.
It does. It does. It really does. I don't know what you heard actually, love.
You didn't get to the part yet where Tink. You were right at that point where Tink was about to give birth and the escapades that ensued afterwards.
Okay. All right. So, what happened was she was having her contractions and she came up on the table. So I made a padded nest thing because I thought we might be here for hours, and with my back and everything, it's better that she's here. So she started there. Greg called, and she was already bearing down, so she must have been in labour. I don't know how long. She didn't come up and talk to me.
Can I have a connection?
Yeah, oh, definitely. She came straight up to the camera as soon as she saw him and just looked at him.
She did.
To say,
yeah.
I'm not comfortable, Dad. And so basically, I thought, right, she's now close. So I thought I'll lay a blanket on the floor and we'll go on the floor, which was fine. I put the webcam so Greg could see. My attention was on Tink, so I was, stroking her and helping with healing and everything as she was, going through the contractions and everything. Everything was fine. She didn't want me to take my hands off her. She wanted Greg there, me there. That's what she wanted, didn't she?
But you realize, and this is a good point, she was up on a table for your benefit, but once the kittens were born, you thought, well, shit, what if they jump off the table?
Yeah.
Or so
that's what I just said. I put the blanket on the floor,
right,
and my hands were on her,
right,
as she was going through the labour. Anyway, a kitten came. The first one's always the worst one. It's hard. So the first one came and she ran across the room, obviously in a panic, bless her.
But the crying that she was going through and the pain you could hear, oh my God, it was so sad. Go ahead.
That's labour. That is labour. It's natural, but it's horrible to watch. Anyway, she gave birth to the little kitten. You didn't realise I'd said it on the recording. You didn't realise I'd said the baby's here.
I couldn't really see it.
So I'm trying to hold then. I know. I then got the webcam. I'm trying to hold the webcam and my phone to video the first baby coming, which was black and of course blended in. So I didn't know what Greg could see or not see, but I wanted him to not miss that first kitty, So anyway, she was a good mama, cleaning baby up and things. Anyway, you know what they do with the afterbirth, but she was very clumsy. And I thought, I've got to get some scissors. Anyway, I'd removed everything off my desk. I didn't know where the scissors were to try and help with the, cutting the cord, because I didn't want to cut through the little baby's legs. So it's getting, so of course, she, I think, panicked because I panicked. so then she, I mean, I've done this many times before. I've never, ever had to do this before, ever. So every baby's birth is different. She got hold of the kitten and shot underneath the recliner. Well, the back of the sofa, she got around the back of the sofa. Well, all the mechanics underneath the recliner, it was the worst possible place that she could have the kitten. I had barricaded some of it off, but it wasn't perfect, and she got through.
And by now it's about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Allie's kind of in a bind on who can help her. Go ahead.
It was later than that. It was about 3.
Yeah, that's true. The first one was born at 1:26 a.m.
Okay, because it was like, so we was trying to coax her out, trying to call her and coax her out. But she did a good job. I mean, she did everything, did the afterbirth bit, the kitten was clean, everything was there. And then there was a few more. I just had to leave her to it because there was nothing I could do. And so another couple of hours, and then I tried to really coax her out because I was thinking, I can't see. And so my mum came over. I phoned my mum and she came over. I think it's about 5 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, because the first one was born at 1:26, and then I remember saying it was like an hour later, and she still hadn't had the second one. So
we didn't know.
And I hung out as long as I could. Right.
So I thought, right, now I need somebody to help me because I physically can't get down to get under there properly to see and things. And so my mum's more able-bodied than me. So mum came over. Anyway, we eventually had to grab the kittens, put them in a box, because if the kittens are out, she's going to follow the kittens. So they were cold, freezing cold, because obviously she's cleaning the other ones up, and they must have come quickly because they were wet. And of course, the cleaning them up makes them dry, doesn't it? And usually I'm there with every birth of my kittens, and I'm there keeping them warm, and a towel that's been around her, a towel, so I would dry them off, and they would get warm. I'd put them on a pet heating pad, and everything was cool. I couldn't get there, could I? So anyway, we had to grab the kittens, me, mum, we put them down our bosoms to keep them warm while we were trying to coax her out. In the end, we got the kittens, and she came, and she's now in the other room, and she's a perfect mum. I've never seen anything like it. She's so perfect. And there are 4 black kittens and 1 grey. It's a grey tabby as well.
Let's go here. Here's a video.
Little baby dinkies. Little baby dinkies.
We can't see it, love. Hold on, John.
Oh, hang on. It's been a while since I've done this. It's been a while. Did you click the video?
Yep.
Okay. Hang on. Got to put a little heart there. Yeah. Okay, so let's play it over.
Little baby dinkies. Little baby dinkies. Little baby dinkies. Yeah. See, one's just cleaning up one of your brothers or sisters. Yes, they are. Girl, a boy. I think one's a girl, one's a boy.
Aw. That's adorable.
So sweet. So I think I send you the one where she's in the drawer, and I told the story. It doesn't matter that we've already heard the story. But anyway, she is very good. She doesn't leave. She does leave them, but only to go to toilet and to eat and to come say hi to me. Yeah, so that's it.
4 are black, 1 is gray.
Yeah. And out of the boys, there's out of the black ones, there is 3 boys and 1 girl, I believe. Although I couldn't properly because I was getting them mixed up a little bit, so I'll have to check another time properly. But there's the grey one is a girl, and I've absolutely fallen in love with the grey one. Greg wanted one of the black ones,
But
we've said you get the dog. You're going to get the dog, and you're going to name the dog, and I can then. You can name the kitten. I said you can name the kitten, or we can choose together. But the grey, she's staying.
see, I've always had my heart set on getting a 4th German Shepherd. I've had 3, and I don't know if it's going to be a male or a female. But if it's a male, its name will be Shadow, and that could be a female as well. But if it's a female, it'll be Gypsy. Gypsy or Shadow would be the names I have for my black shepherds. So Ali gets to pick the kitty, and I'll love it no matter what.
And we're probably obviously going to have 2 homes, one there, one here.
Eventually.
I'm going to go and get one. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
What a treat. Yeah. Just going to pop into the chat. Looks like Akasha was the first one in. Hi to Akasha and Linda. And Chrissy came in. Hi, Chrissy. Oh, Ali told me about that. Thank you so much. Thank you. You have no idea how much that means to me. Because, yeah, I sleep 58 inches from black mold and termites, and it's not good. My living situation's uninhabitable. And that's what I've been working on a lot. That's why I haven't been around. That's what's been causing my stress and anxiety that sent me to the emergency room on April 9th. So I haven't been, I'm still stressed out. But I'm here. That made me laugh. I thought she was stunned by something you were saying when Ali froze. Hi to Mel. Oh, interesting. Linda woke up with a bad crap. Sorry. She woke up with a big bad crap. She woke up with a bad cramp in her calf. Interesting. Wonder what the metaphysical meaning of that is. I know that. Here, let me get out of the screen.
I think he's here. I'm only showing the people. Come say hi. Come say hi. You're such a clever girl. You proud of your babies? Are you proud of your babies? I know. I'm going to take them back. There you go, guys. There they are. I'm going to take them back because she wants me to. You can come back on now, baby. Aren't they sweet?
Wow. You know, children, any animals, babies, man, that puts a smile on your face. It takes you away from a lot of shit. Well, at least it does with me. So that was a treat. Hi to Mel. Thank you for being here with us. There's Gemini Moon. Hi, Gemini. Yeah. Well, we kind of expected that for a while. There's LA Love a Girl. Hola. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lori. I gotta think of a name for it though. Let's figure out what we can name this. Okay, let's put it over here. I still can't see it. I should put it back up here. I need a name for this. It's not as easy as it seems. It's like names for animals, you know. I've already got one picked out for whenever I get a black German Shepherd, but naming a shirt's not easy. Looks like lightning. Yeah, it does. But it'd be hard to call it lightning because I'm not sure if I could replicate the way the white is in there. I can replicate the white, the pink, and the blue. Like I said, they're one of a kind. Sure, every shirt is one of a kind. There's not one identical to the other. Okay, my homie, calm. It's magnesium. Okay, I take magnesium too. For a nebula with those colors, yeah, that's true. Sledgehammer pain is what I say it feels like when I get gout flare up. Hope you're not getting that. Never have, but you take baking soda for that. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Skid leg cramps, Charlie horses, the calm took it away.
Yeah.
Blue sunset, that's a possibility. That's true. It does have pinks in it. Saying hi to everyone, hon.
Mm-hmm.
Magnesium is a popular supplement. Oh, thank you, Gemini. And thank you again. Yes, we not only. Oh, there's our girl Tink, our proud mama. Hi, Tinky. Hi, Tink.
She's having a break from the kitties right now, aren't you, darling? Yeah.
I was wondering if she still comes up there and visits you on the table.
Yeah, she does. Not obviously as often, but yes,
No.
she does.
That's good.
I think she might want another licky lick, though. Another one?
Of course.
Yeah. I didn't have any. Oh my goodness, she wasn't talking to me. She was very cross. Very cross. I ran out of treats.
Yeah. Hi to Martel. Thank you for joining. There's an appropriate name. Kathy Cat. Cat.
Yeah.
Right? How are you? Thank you for joining us and being here with us. Yeah, isn't that sweet? Hi to Sinatus.
Hello.
And thank you for the well-being face red heart shape.
She's so cute.
Yeah, adorable indeed. Aw, thank you, Al.
Such a good mama.
I am so grateful for my other half, the love of my life, my rock. She's been filling in for me, and I already told her I'm not sure how long I'll be here today because I'm still under immense stress, pressure, living conditions. Sucks, but I'm here. People love your kitties.
Oh, they are adorable.
Aren't they?
We're so proud of you. Yes, we are.
I agree with that, Kathy. Animals choose us.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
I have a picture of my last shepherd when I went there to look at all the German shepherds. The mother was sable, the father was black, and she had half sable and half black puppies. But this one was standing on his legs trying to get to me. He's like, Daddy, 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 Daddy. And I knew he was the one. My first shepherd, Schnitzel. We went to the house where they had the dogs, and Schnitzel comes up to me with a stick in her mouth. I'm like, this one wants to play fetch. So I've taught all my shepherds how to catch frisbees. So yeah, they do choose us though, don't they, hon?
Yes. Oh yeah. She definitely did. As soon as I saw her photograph with the white whiskers, I was like, "That, yep." She's
The boots, the little white boots would have gotten me.
yeah.
I love her little boots.
And I didn't know anything about tuxedo kittens. Or
No.
Yeah, so yeah, remember on screen, I'm like talking and I'm like going ah like that. Sorry, dumb. And I put my hand down on my legs and I came up. There was blood all over my hands. She had literally tried to climb up me and scraped all the way down my legs, which were already bad. My legs. So I was like, and that was on camera. I just had to soldier on. I was like,
Fortunately, she doesn't do that anymore.
oh, she was just a kitten. It wasn't her fault.
Yeah.
She
No,
was
not at all.
They don't understand that you've got, you've got flesh and not fur.
They are adorable, Gemini.
Yeah.
Named her Shakti. That's a good name. Shakti.
That's my witchy name, Shakti.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I've only been on a couple times since April 9th. And that's the April 8th, the day before I went to the ER. I haven't shaved since. I don't care.
I don't care either. All I care about is his mental health. And if the not shaving is linked with mental health, then I want to see him feeling better about himself. That's all I care about.
Yeah, and I've told Ali, and I haven't told you guys, which is one of the main reasons I haven't been on in a while. I want me to be me, and I haven't been me in a while. So, and I can be honest with you guys. I've always have been. But I'm currently seeing a psychiatrist to help me through neurological issues. I am also seeing a neurologist, cardiologist, a nurse practitioner, 2 caseworkers, and on top of everything that's going on. So I'll get back. I just don't know when. And we'll put it that way. I think this is good therapy, at least if nothing else for a little while, to get me away from everything. And so is this, doing tie-dye to get my mind off of everything. So, because
I bet you that t-shirt would look really good in camouflage colors. I think that would look really good.
Yeah, brown, green. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
I think that would be very popular.
Oh, there you are. You froze up. Oh, there you are.
I know. It's like,
fuck. Yeah, you were.
I know. It's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't that the way it usually freezes up when you're saying something and you go? It freezes up.
You look gormless or something. It's like,
yeah, it's never when you're smiling.
No. I just want to say a big thank you to Melissa, who came on and did the astrology readings with me yesterday. She did an amazing job. So thank you to Melissa.
She did. I appreciated my Libra forecast from both of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our
I like to
Libra
record.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ours as well. Yeah. Sometimes I don't remember what I say, so I have to listen to it again because it's channeled.
Yeah.
So.
Hi, Tanky.
She's had all her treats now. You fill up now.
She's so adorable.
They're 2 licky licks and now cat treats, so she should be all right. But she's eating like a horse, a lot. So, but that's a good thing. It's very good and normal.
Good, and the kitties are feeding fine. There's no runt you were mentioning. There doesn't really seem to be a runt.
Not that I can see. Mine are all black and they blend in together, so it's a bit tricky to see.
Yeah.
One left. Yeah. So, yeah, it's good to see everybody.
It is.
So have you got any names? What have you decided? Anything about the T-shirt name?
Well, I do not have one named Sunset, but I like that, and I'm open to other possibilities, and we'll see where maybe you guys can name it.
This is the longest she's been up, so I think it's your voice again, keeping her here.
Well, you know, it's my daughter and I are like you, are children magnets, and when we go to the beach, children just run up to us, which you don't see happen in these days.
No.
But I think it's because good people exude positive auras.
Yeah.
And she picks up on that. Animals are very intuitive when it comes to that. Dogs especially. But
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ria's dogs, they go absolutely mad until I stroke them. So yeah, I was around there today because it's been Ava's birthday, her first birthday today. So got her a cocomelon truck thing, like a little bus that she can sit on.
Mm-hmm. Aww.
And so she had that. So she's they gave her a cake, like a mini cake, and just let her at it. This 1-year-old, so she's
why not?
Straight away, the hands are in it. Got chocolate everywhere, and they got a video of it. It's hilarious.
I wish I was there for that and Tink's birth.
I know. Yeah, I do.
I mean, I was there.
I need you. Yeah.
I was there on video, but man, I could have helped out a lot.
Yeah.
With the pain. And speaking of which, please send Ali some loving, healing energy. She's been rocking since the beginning of the show. Thank you.
That's really nice, yeah.
I know.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So if you've got any global predictions, please put them in capitals, and we'll have a look. You've got a tequila sunrise t-shirt, haven't you?
Yeah. I think your mom has one, doesn't she? Or no?
She loves it. She loves that. Yes, she does.
I just made one. I made a tequila sunrise for somebody in England as well, but I had to reorder some dye, so it took a little while, and I emailed them twice and told them, hey, I apologize for the delay. But I also sent him an extra shirt because I had to make this one for a different order, and I sent that out. I sent an additional one for the delay and apologize for that. So, yeah.
That's very kind of you. People would understand, especially because they're handmade. Every single one is handmade.
Yep.
You know.
And 100%.
And so your energy is going into that particular person. It's designed for that person and that person's energy. So
sure.
That's pretty good too.
There's a lot of positive energy that goes into them. Loving, because I really enjoy. It's like when you cook. If you enjoy cooking, you're putting that love into the food, and that's the secret ingredient that, if you don't love cooking, well, that's missing from that food. But it's like the shirts. I love doing them. So it's fun to do, and it's exciting to see the product for someone else that you created and the joy that it'll bring them.
Yeah. No, it's our creative. It's like with my bracelets. Paused again. There's glitching going on with me, isn't there? This is not good.
Mystified is a good name. Hi, Tinky.
I like that. I like Mystified.
I have one called Nabila. That's a great name, though. And she is such a good mama. even if she's sticking her ass in the camera.
Flicking a tail at me.
Universe, Galaxy, yeah. Hi, Jane. Thank you for being here. Aw, thank you, Co-Create.
Hi,
Personally, you know, maybe once things settle down, I'll shave. But until then, I don't know how long it's going to get. As long as Ali is okay with it. Personally, I prefer not.
I'd fancy you in a paper bag. You don't have to do any of that for me, love.
Well, I'd fancy you in a potato sack. Fuck yeah, burlap bag.
There you go. See, no worries.
You'd still look hot.
We're all right then, aren't we?
Yeah, pickle juice for muscle stress.
Pickle juice.
I never heard that one.
I think I'd want to do that.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Oh, that's okay. Usually she doesn't come up. She just lets me. But sometimes she's, it's like, no, I'm not having it. And I'm okay with that too. I want her to be protective of her babies.
Yeah.
Yes, nice to see him back. I know.
Yeah. Well, she heard my voice.
It's true. Well, there you go again.
Yeah. Hi, Drum Stud. How are you? It's a new name. It's our girl, our proud mama.
I'm trying to not let her bottom show her camera.
And she is so.
She might be telling me she wants more food because sometimes she gets ravenous. So she'll eat more than one sachet. So I'm going to just go and do that, love, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. I'll just babble. So I've been doing the keto diet since January 18th. I'm down to 191. I started out at 236. So I've lost 45 pounds. My goal is 189, so I'm only 2 pounds away from my goal. And then when I hit that, I'll reassess. But honestly, I think this is a good weight for me. I actually have some pants that I couldn't fit into before that I'm fitting into now. So, not that you wear pants a lot in Florida, it's basically swim trunks. But been doing the keto diet and it's worked out pretty well. There's things that you miss. For me, I'm a milkaholic. I love milk. Can't have milk. Pizza, bread, can't have it. Although I just found I love the Hawaiian bread and the Hawaiian rolls. I just found a Hawaiian keto bread. I haven't tried it yet. I keep it in the freezer and just take out a couple slices at a time whenever I need it. But I bought some tomatoes and that Hawaiian bread, and I'm going to melt some cheese on top of it under the broiler, get it a little brown. I've always loved that. Fresh tomato on bread with cheese, broiled. Since I was a kid, I loved that. Remember making bread pizzas. Has anyone done that in a toaster oven? A little spaghetti sauce and mozzarella on top, and oregano and stuff like that, and put it in the toaster oven and make bread pizzas. Did you ever do that?
No.
It's actually
they buy
good.
this really, really nice. It's bread, but it's like a dough bread, and it is soft. And there's like cheese and tomato. I think I bought it for when you were here once. It was really nice.
I don't remember that.
Oh,
maybe you did. Hi, yeah. Lisa. Hi, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Violetta, how are you? Thanks for being here.
Oh, she's back.
Aw,
What can I do? This is unusual behaviour. Okay, this is unusual, and I think it's because you're here, and
maybe
she wants
she's
to.
jealous.
Could be. She's trying to stand between me and you. So,
Hi, Mary. Mary, aka Drum Stud. Mary the Drum Stud.
yeah. Hello, Mary.
It's funny. Thank you. I'm not crazy about it, but it's out of laziness, and I don't give a fuck that I have one. I appreciate that, though. Thank you. Hi, Awaken One. That's a new name.
Hi.
I can see a white pink pig face on the left side.
I can too. Yes, I can definitely see that, Akasha. Yes.
I don't.
Yeah,
That's
I do.
interesting, though. That's funny.
Yeah. Hey, Alexis.
Your
Yay.
Gemini reading was spot on,
Yay.
as are all of her readings. Yes.
If it doesn't make sense on the day I'm doing it, remember it's for the week ahead as well. So, yes.
Aw, thank you, Mel. The energies are higher with you both now. Thank you.
It's true. It's true. I know that everybody it's fine with me doing it, but it isn't the same. This is an us thing. And so I'm happy that even if he comes on for a little while, I'm good with it. But it's
That's
the truth.
That's not what she was saying. I think what she meant was from the last time we were on, we feel a little bit more uplifted. I think that's what she
Oh,
meant.
you do? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
We I had a tank from
She does look really healthy. She's eating loads, and she's so happy. She's purring continually. She's padding like this. She's padding. She's purring. Anyone who comes in, she makes this little noise as if to say, "Come and see my babies." You know.
She wasn't happy when you grabbed the first baby.
Well, I didn't grab it. I tried to cut the cord because she was frantically, because obviously it's her first baby. She was doing something instinctually, but the little baby's legs were kind of going, and the umbilical cord was obviously attached to the placenta, and so that's I was trying to help with, but anyway, yeah, she freaked out. Yeah, so it's understandable. The first litter. She will be neutered after this though, so I like her to have at least one. So yeah, I'm good with that.
Show us a closer look. Okay. It's too close.
Oh, hold on. Let me come off screen, darling. Hold on.
No, you didn't have to go off screen. Let me put it over here. But yeah, that's what it looks like. There's the front. There's the back. Let's go here. I love it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it on. Dun, 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 dun.
More.
Dun, 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 dun. No. Let's see. There. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like very much. Yeah.
I like it. I definitely see myself. I see clouds, and I do like the idea of sunset. So that's probably the direction where I'm heading on naming it.
I like the lightning because I think it is like lightning. I know you said about the white may not be able to recreate that, but it's like a lightning sunset or sunset. I don't know. Got a mixture of the two.
The Tequila Sunrises and Purple Haze are beautiful. I wrote a review on In5d tie-dye. Thank you, Lisa.
Pink.
Named Ascension. I like that name.
Oh, that's very apt for now.
Yeah.
Ascension blue. You can have it Ascension green, Ascension yellow, Ascension pink.
Yeah. That's really good.
I like that.
Do you want to answer this?
Good
morning, Martin.
Hey, Martin. I don't care what the new financial system is. Darling, you might have to come over here, sweetie, because you're disrupting me now. I don't care. We know that there's going to be a change in the finances. There could be a new currency, or there's a goodwill coming out to the people after people being it's fraud basically, and people paying taxes when they didn't need to, lots of things, the corruption. So we know something's coming, and we know that a lot of people are saying it's Jasara. I don't care what it is. Greg's looked into Jasara, and I'll bring it over to you now. What you think?
Heavily, I've looked into it. The whole premise for Nasara started as a collegiate project by a college professor named Harvey Bernard a long time ago, 1970s, 1980s, something like that. And it was a wonderful premise that he wanted to bring to the collegiate level. What?
My camera.
Oh, okay.
Stop blurring my camera.
But there was a woman named Shani Candace Goodwin, I believe her last name was, and she co-opted the whole Nasara premise that Professor Harvey Bernard came up with. And she's the one that came up with these outrageous premises of, oh, everyone's going to get all this money, all your taxes will be forgiven. That's how long this has been going on, and people have been buying into it. Not to say that that's not possible. Is it possible? Sure, anything's possible. But not the bullshit that she added on to that. And she defrauded a lot of people into believing in this Nasara thing. And you can still find a video on YouTube for it. That being said, the fiat dollar is dying, and it's dying everywhere. Never in the history of currency has any fiat currency succeeded. They all die. And we're at that point here in the United States where the dollar's worth nothing and everything's hyperinflating. Something's going to happen. It won't be Nasara because that's based on a lie, and that goes against universal laws. It'll be something, though. Something else is already, I believe, in place. Call it what you want, but it won't be Nasara. That's what I have.
So the Martin, it's a complicated one. It's complicated. So it's really big. So Linda, I can't see the pig in the t-shirt, says Linda. I do see it. And then we've got a question there. Do you think Starmer will lower immigration and put a law that they have to learn English? Yeah, we can answer that one. Yeah. I don't want to shoo her off the table, but she's because with her at the moment, if she's clinging, I want to listen to her and find out what's wrong, just in case there is anything. So that's why I'm kind of not shooing her off the table after a while. But so I'm sorry, it's you want to answer?
Yeah, I've already drew some cards for that question.
Oh, baby, yeah.
And change is on the way, fast and furious, actually. There's a lot of change that's going on behind the scenes that we are not privy to. And I think Starmer's actually going to do the right thing, because I think he's getting influenced by Trump. Trump's pulling a lot of strings behind the scene. Ali and I were talking about this with the new Pope, the new American Pope. Shit's going on behind the scenes that we don't know. This is 5D chess, and we're only seeing the 3D part for the most part. And we got the Sun card. So that tells you the direction that it will go. So positive things are happening in the UK. Okay. Let's see what Ellie has.
This is interesting. They're giving me information that I hadn't known about until just now, until this. Okay, so I'm just going to say, when our President Starmer he was on a video call with President Trump, and they were saying about the agreement and everything, and then they took questions afterwards. He went, Prime Minister, and did his own conference thing. So anyway, one of the reporters said, about free speech in the UK, and said, is that part of the agreement? And Trump looked at his guy and smiled and said, do you want to answer that to one of his team? And the team said, no, this is just about economy and money. But I picked up at that time that I think there's something going on as well, that something has been spoken about regarding that. And they're going to wait until he is hooked in financially, and then they're going to put pressure on to make sure that he abides by, human rights and things. Okay, so that's what I got the other day. What I've just got as well is that, yes, there's been something underneath now spoken about, and there is this new plan. And I'm getting, when Trump went around the world and did a capitulation tour, so this is the same thing. But now the countries are coming to him. So he's done the UK first. Now China is now speaking. Okay, so China's now speaking. So they've suspended the tariff war. Okay, I think they've put it at 10%. I think, I'm not sure. They've either put it at 0 or put it at 10%. But anyway, they've done that for 90 days. And I feel that is what they're doing, negotiating an agreement with China. But every single one of these agreements is going to have in there about human rights. So yeah, you can have this power, we can help you with this, we can do that, but the moment we see that you're becoming a tyrant to your people is the time that we pull out. And I think that is in the agreement, in the small print. So anyway, that's what I get. So anything is possible. So regarding him, I feel that he is now having to clean up his act. So I think we might see a different Starmer energy, either that or they'll replace him. So that happens sometimes.
It sounds like, this whole global socialism thing's going down the toilet. I just took my blood pressure, pretty good, 125 over 79.
Yay!
The last time I was on, last week, it was pretty bad. It was like 170 over something, 110.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think you're going to answer any questions, so I'm very pleased.
Well, it's been therapeutic for me just to, and you mentioned this earlier, and I wasn't in a frame of mind to do this, since April, since I went to the ER. But this is good therapy for me. It gets me away. The first thing, as soon as I see Ali, every time, doesn't matter before or after, since day one, as soon as I see her, it just puts a big smile on my face. But I noticed the same thing for Ali as soon as I
I was
popped
just
in.
about to say, I was taking a drink. I was just about to say, it's the same thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as Ali got into the studio ahead of me, and I popped in, and as soon as she saw me, this big smile came on her face. So that's how much instant love.
Oh, yeah.
The hottest goddess.
Yep.
Yep.
Natural as breathing for me.
It is.
So, yeah.
I love you.
Easiest relationship I've ever had.
Easily, hands down. Hands down. It just flows.
Mm-hmm.
No arguments. We think alike.
Yep.
And you're hot.
You say so.
Oh, I do.
You're hot too, baby.
I do.
We used to name this. Before all the questions came in. We used to name this date night, by the way, guys. So we do get romantic sometimes. We can't help it. You know, it's been a year, nearly 2, since we've seen each other. So you can't blame us.
I miss you so much. Yeah, I can't wait for us to be in each other's arms. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
definitely.
You can tell she's rocking.
This is
you can tell she's in pain. She's rocking, and she's still gorgeous when she's rocking. I mean,
no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's freezing up a little. Let's take a peek at the chat. Oh, let's see. Brian, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate your orders as well. Thank you, my friend. Hi, Greg. Hi, Ali, Tink. Hi, Jeremiah. My friend had a reading with you, Ali. Said you both cried. Misanthropy.
Oh, I did. Oh my goodness, it was very emotional.
Aww.
It was lovely, really spiritual, lovely.
I love hearing that.
Darling, do you mind if I try restarting my computer again?
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, because you are freezing up.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, my love.
I know. I'll try again. Okay.
The wild man look. It's the lazy man look, but thank you. I am too. I'm not sure what that's from. Oh, okay. Losing weight. Yeah. Awesome. Good job. She goes on to say that she's lost 32 pounds so far. So you're on the keto diet too? It works. It really does. You end up not wanting, or you end up not being able to eat certain things like pizza, pasta, rice, corn, stuff that you might enjoy. But you can make a ton of stuff that you do enjoy, like a ham and cheese omelet for breakfast, maybe a chicken thigh for lunch. I only eat 2 meals a day, sometimes only 1. That's why I've lost so much so quickly, 45 pounds since January 18th. So, but yeah, you learn, like, if you like pizza, I have these 0 carb, what are those, shells for fajitas? I don't know what they're called. Tortilla shells, I think, something like that, the soft flour one, but it's not. Anyway, 0 carbs. And you can put like a low sugar, or make your own spaghetti sauce on there, or ricotta cheese and a little garlic butter and mozzarella on top. So you can make a red pizza and a white pizza on those on those shells, and it's delicious, low carb, and acceptable. So if you can buy almond flour or coconut flour. It doesn't have that texture or hold together like regular flour, but I've made excuse me, French crepes with almond flour or coconut flour, and then I'll make manicotti out of that. And that's a mixture of ricotta cheese, mozzarella, and I put cottage cheese in there too. And then you bake it and put little spaghetti sauce on top and mozzarella on top of the the mixture that's rolled into the manicotti shell, the French pancake, the French crepe. Oh, it's so good. Not as good as the regular flour, but you know what? It's a good concession. Things that I do miss, pierogies. I'm 1/4 Polish. I love a good pierogi. One time, Brittany and I, for my parents, I think it was their 55th anniversary. My parents are still alive. Dad's 95, Mom's 88. Just spoke with them yesterday. But for my parents' 55th anniversary, Brittany was down here, and we made them 55 pierogies and put them in bags so they could freeze them and cook them up at their leisure. But the pierogies that we made were obviously potatoes, but you can put other fillings in there, but potatoes, and you can put whatever kind of cheese. Sometimes I use cheddar, sometimes I use American, and caramelized onions. And then you take your dough and you flatten it out and you make it into circles and you put the filling inside and then tamp it around with a fork. You boil them until they rise, and then you take them out, put them on a rack. After that, fry them up in butter, a little sour cream on the side, good to go. My mom has 2 master's degrees in culinary arts, so a little rubbed off on me. I love to cook. Ali hates it, which is perfect because I get to cook for her. I get to put all that love into her meals as well. And like I said, that's the secret ingredient of cooking, the love you put into it. We are so far behind on chat right now. Amazing. So, yeah. But regarding the keto diet, yeah, you can still make things that you enjoy. Another thing I do is I take those 0 carb shells, whatever they're called, and I'll make fajitas out of them with chicken and not a lot of onions because onions are not keto friendly, but you can put a few in there. And then, you know, the some cheddar cheese on top, a little sour cream in there. Yummy. I do miss going to a place called here in Sarasota, the Grasshopper. It's a Tex-Mex place where they have wonderful tacos and fajitas. I get the half order of fajita. It's that much. It comes out on a sizzling platter. Little lettuce, tomato, cheddar on it, sour cream. Yummy. So yeah, I do miss stuff like that. And I think maybe when I get to 189, it's so hard to find New York style pizza in Florida. Something about it's being at sea level or altitude. I don't know. You just can't find good pizza here, and good pizza is not Papa John's or Little Caesars or shit like that. Good New York pizza. Anyone that's had New York pizza or that area, you know, Jersey, and some really good pizza there. But I did find a place here in Sarasota, Sal's. It's in the Gulf Gate area. That's pretty damn close to New York pizza. There's another place, I forgot the name of it, because they kind of shut down for some reason. Hopefully not health reasons, but it is a chain and it's really good. And I can't remember the name of it right now. It's a Detroit style pizza. And I've never had Detroit style before. But what's so awesome about this pizza is that the crusts on the side of the pizza are like slightly browned and crunchy. And let me see if I can look up that name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Detroit style pizza chain. That should give it to me. Jets. That's it. Yep. First one that popped up. Jets Pizza. I'm not big on. I will occasionally have, Papa John's, Little Caesars, that crap. But if I'm going to have a chain pizza, Jets. I don't know if you guys have ever had it. Jets Pizza is really, really good. Like the 4-corner pizza. It's about that big. And you want the bread for the pizza for its corners because they're that crispy and delicious. Normally, I don't put anything on my pizza. Occasionally, I'll have onions or maybe some sausage or maybe some meatballs. But usually it's just plain cheese. I'm pretty simple. But it's so good. And I hope, Linda, this is all your fault. We always end up talking about food on here. There's a person that appreciates a pierogi. Yeah, they can be dessert. Parma cheese and blueberry. Yeah. Mushroom. My grandmother would make a bunch of them, and I still remember that smell locked into my cellular memory from my grandma making pierogies for us. And she'd always make a bunch extra for us to take home with us to upstate New York. It was delicious. I really, nothing beats a homemade pierogi. You can buy the shit in the stores like Mrs. T's. That's not. I haven't found a store-bought pierogi that's halfway decent compared to homemade. Uh-oh. Allie's calling. She must be having a tough time. Hang on, I'm going to mute this. Don't you hate when that happens? You try to reboot and your computer decides it's time for an update. Fortunately, it wasn't one of those 5-minute ones. So Ali said that she'll be back on in a second. Another pierogi person, Linda. I make pierogies the exact same way. They're very time consuming, and when you make them, you want to spend the whole day making them so you can have a lot to freeze and enjoy another time. Well, that's the way I do it. I'll make like between 50 and 80 of them. I'll spend the whole day making pierogies because I know that it pays off down the road. Are you Polish, Linda? I'm a quarter Polish, Russian, Spanish, and Italian. So the Polish Russian thing, that's pierogies. Not big on Spanish food, although I do like Hispanic food, Tex-Mex. And the Italian, I love Italian. What's the matter for you, huh? Chicago pizza. I tried that. It's okay. But Detroit style, it's the best. It's pretty damn good. I appreciate the Detroit style for its uniqueness, and I do love the sauce that Jet Pizza puts on it. And but I really, I don't know. On any given day, I could say, yeah, Detroit style or New York style. I'm not going to complain with either. Pizza talk. I had pizza in the Netherlands. I would not recommend it. Okay. Well, yeah. Ali and I bought a pizza, an extra large pizza one time.
In5d.
I'm not kidding you. It was this round. It was this round. Remember that pizza we bought that was that round?
We had to tilt it to get it through the door frame.
Yeah.
I think it said 24 inches, wasn't it? 24 inches or something silly. We had to chuck it away in the end, but
Yeah.
we kept it in the fridge for a few days.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, decided it was going to do an update, and but didn't give me any warning, and so that's why it was glitching.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why you had this problem earlier. And my computer does the same thing. They don't give you a warning, but if you go down and just view whether you should restart, and it'll say something like restart and update, or restart and shut down. And
yeah, it didn't give me a warning like that either. When
I never, they don't with me. But you start glitching out, and that's when you start thinking,
yeah, I'm due. Yeah. So.
Jess is okay, but real Detroit. I'd love to try something else. A pizza. I know, I think Domino's or somebody has a Detroit style other than Jet's, but I want to really go to an Italian pizzeria and have a real Detroit style. I would love to compare that to Jet's. No pizza chains do it for me. 15 years working with 3 of them. Okay.
Yes, you're all pizzaed out.
I make pierogi a few times a year. Nice. Do you make extras like I do and freeze them, or just enough for the meal and a few leftovers? Now well, we learned that pizza in the Netherlands is awful, and pizzas in Germany are awful.
Oh.
What makes them awful there?
Why don't, if it's known like that, why doesn't an American company go over to the Netherlands and start up? I mean, to me, that's a no-brainer. It's going to be a good business, isn't it?
Maybe the people in the Netherlands think it's good, the pizza that they have, and the American pizza sucks. Did you know that pizza was invented in America, not Italy? It was invented in New York City.
Okay.
But probably by Italians, but everyone says it's Italian food. It's actually an American food.
Well, didn't know that. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. You're killing me. I can't have gluten. Me either. Well, I'm not supposed to. So I haven't had a piece of pizza since going home to New York. Yes, New York pizza. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Where I'm from, little town, 15,000 people, there must be 10 pizzerias. Each one has a different and unique pizza, and I love them all, and I bounce around. There was this one place called The Depot, and they have this pizza that's it's like a Sicilian kind of pizza, rectangular, and they put the cheese on the bottom and the sauce on top. I've never seen that before, and the sauce is wonderful. The flavor is amazing, but I don't know what that kind of pizza is called, but I love it. Other places they had when I was growing up, Rufino's, Sal's Pizza, obviously the Depot. My favorite is Alfresco's because they have this lunch special where they give you this pizza that it's like that big. It's huge. They make these huge, big old pizzas, and you have your choice of regular or white pizza, and I love both of them, so I'll get a slice of each.
You're making yourself hungry, aren't you?
I'm starving. Well, here's a positive one for Croatia. At least Croatia has excellent pizza.
Yeah. Nikki and Jake went to Croatia. They had a wonderful time and said it's beautiful.
I miss them. Yeah.
They're funny.
Love hanging out with your brothers, Nikki, and she's a really good cook. Every time we've gone there, she's made amazing food.
And so's Jake as well. He's good. He's a good cook too. Yeah.
He's just a lot of fun. First time I met him, we go over to Jake and Nikki's house. He's fucking crazy, and I love that because he doesn't give a fuck. He's got these funky glasses on and and just put a smile on my face. And he and I bonded really well, and he's like the brother I never had. So
and she's like the sister to you as well.
Oh yeah.
You and Nikki got on extremely well. You all went to London, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a farting contest between Jake and me, and Nikki won.
Nikki won.
She let out this rip at the end of the night after the taxi let us off. I had to bow down to her. You win. I thought I was winning because we were going up an escalator and your brother was behind me and I let one rip right in his face.
Oh, you guys. So
he's fun though. Fun to hang out with. Good guy.
Yeah.
They both are.
Yeah, definitely.
I love my British family. I love my British family.
Oh, they love you too. We all do. Yeah. He's just blended in as if he's always been there. So, yeah, no worries at all.
Yeah. And speaking of which, hi, Mom. We know you're watching.
Yeah, she'll be watching. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Any more questions came in, my love? Any more?
I don't know. I was just about ready to come off when you had to get off. So.
Oh, sorry.
It's been like an hour and a half anyway. So.
Okay.
But what I would like to say before I pop off, I want to thank all of you for being part of our In5d family, especially the hottest goddess. But what an addition to the In5d family she's been.
No.
But all of you, I mean, because of your love and support, and the family that we have created here is amazing. And I appreciate every one of you. So thank you for being part of our family and our community.
True. We appreciate all of you. Absolutely. Without these guys, there wouldn't be In5d. That's how it is, isn't it? It's been built by you with love, but everybody keeps it going.
I'm just amazed. I before I was shadow banned, I was getting between 3 to 6 million visitors a month on In5d. So I know we've reached a lot of people. Our videos have over 41 million views on YouTube. So I know, we have helped to expedite people's spiritual journeys. And I just want to say thank you because you also helped expedite ours as well.
Yeah. Just, I love it. You guys have welcomed me unconditionally. And, yeah. That means a lot.
I think people feel the love we have for each other and know that it's real, it's genuine, and it gives others hope that no matter where you live, that twin flame, that significant other, is there. So don't give up hope. Um, he or she may be in a different country, but when you find it, you will know. You will know. And thank you. Yes, no, maybe so. Since it was an RSS feed, that was a long time. That's when I built the website from scratch on HTML, and it looked really cool. But WordPress is so much easier.
So this is interesting, isn't it? So do you remember that name? You must remember that name if this person's been following.
Must be a different name that they're using,
okay.
Or
or maybe didn't talk. Was it like that?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have followed In5d that watching the wings. It's like when we would do spirit chat. A lot of people are like us. We're introverts, INFP, but we're introverts, and it's not easy getting in front of the camera. Initially, it gets a lot easier, and then you feel like you're with family when you go, like when we have spirit chat. Always a different name. We're all conspiracy theorists. Yeah, we are. That's one of the things I love about Ali. We both are truth theorists.
Yeah, truth theorists, absolutely. Been doing it for over 10 years, more than that probably.
And that's what I love about like our conversations. We can talk about anything, and it's always intriguing and always put a smile on my face. I love you.
Absolutely, I love you too. I do. I think Linda's just said, I've been following In5d since 2016, maybe longer.
Yeah, I started in 2009, I think.
Akasha for about a decade.
I had a website, Maya 2012 website that I was doing before that. But then I had that galactic download that told me to build In5d. It gave me the name In5d, and I built it. And yeah, thank you, Kasha. Appreciate that. I do. But even if you're new, yes, so true. But even if you're new and this might be one of your first few times checking out our episode, thank you and welcome aboard. 2017, nice. Thank you. Now, these are back in the days of Michelle, when Michelle and I were doing that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's lovely. People are loyal and they follow you. It's great.
Yeah. And honestly, you've been such an amazing addition to In5d because we're just like on that same level. If you're doing a show by yourself, I'm like, I agree with everything she says.
Oh, thank you.
True.
Thank you, baby. I feel the same. Well, there's sometimes that we do differ. Sometimes we kind of like, I think this, but not in. I mean, I would say 98% we're on the same.
Probably more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's healthy. That's healthy. Yeah.
Yeah. And when the time comes that we do live together full time, you're going to have your things that you're going to want to do, like your jewelry thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to want to be doing my guitar thing, and it's fine to have that time.
We did. That's what we did when you were here for a month. You would, be strumming on the guitar. I would be doing, I can't remember, stuff on the computer, or my readings, or something. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just so easy when you find that love of your life, when you find that twin flame, that other half, it's
I
so.
will say, you have to work on yourself though to get into that balance of knowing yourself, because then when you meet the other half of yourself and they are knowing themselves, that's the easiest part. Is you're blended back and forth energy, and that's how it is. It should be that easy.
It should be. Oftentimes it isn't. But you know what? That's part of our journey, and it could be karmic. I've been around since before Michelle. Okay, so that was Michelle came along in 2013. So yeah, that's quite a while, Tracy. Thank you. Oh no, not Love Has Won. Oh yeah. They were horrible. They're very. I think they're demonic entities, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember you told me about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll cut, clear, and delete that energy. We're not attracting that back on.
Yeah, the mother woman that they had there was.
Didn't she pass away and they kept her body or something? I don't know.
Skin turned blue from drinking so much. Oh, what's that stuff? Silver, Clydal silver. Yeah. Yeah. You know, you can't. I'm sending them love right now because nothing beats the love energy. But they fucked with me, and they have their own karma to deal with.
They do. We've got strong mirrors up now, so anything comes at us comes back at you. So if you're sending love, you get abundance back. You do.
Magnified, indeed.
If anybody sends anything else, they get that back. Abundance by. Darling, while I'm thinking about it, you know the banner here, you've got global predictions, love. You did one for me with PsychicAlly. I've deleted it or something, I think. You'll be able to put it back up for me sometime. Not now, obviously, but sometime.
Sometime. Oh no. Yeah. I hope I still have it.
I know. But I can't put it up when I do my global predictions. So.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Anything you want to wrap up with besides me?
Yeah, definitely besides you. I've got a few things I can talk about. So if everybody else is game, I can continue for a little bit.
Okay.
I can't do the second show because jumping over there, yeah.
No problem. Anyway, I love you all. I'm done for the evening. Allie's going to take over, the love of my life, the hottest goddess. Good evening, everyone, and I love you all, especially you.
No, I love you too, darling. And I'm so happy you came on. And honestly, your aura is shining. This did you the world of good, I know. Even if, we do this for a little bit. Yeah. So we come on and we just talk. You know, we don't necessarily do any global prediction questions. We just talk and then I'll carry on. I think that's good.
This is good therapy for me because I was in a bad place about 3 hours ago and it's helped me a lot. You guys saw my blood pressure. I love you all. Thank you. All right. I'm out.
Yay. All
right. Take care. Bye.
I'll speak to you tomorrow, my love.
Okay. Bye, I love you. Bye, baby.
I love you too. Bye. Bye. Okay. So, Ali had a Christopher, yeah. So I'm just watching the chat. So wasn't that lovely? I was so happy that that Gregg was here, and you know, that was the old Gregg we just saw. I believe we got him back a little bit, and it's all thanks to your healing, everybody. Really, absolutely. So yeah, there's a lot going on in the world. So I've done my usual writing in my little gold book, my little Truther book. So yeah, there's a lot of that. It's a good time to be on this planet, that's for sure. It's a good time. So let's so if there's any global prediction questions, if you want to ask them, please do. Make sure you put them in capitals. Okay, make sure you put them in capitals so that I can see them. Yeah. So so lots of love to Gregg there. So that was wonderful. Yeah. So what do you guys want to talk about? Maybe put some topics up. Maybe it doesn't have to even be a question. Maybe it's just an area that you want to talk about, what's going on with everything. I think the biggest thing for me at the moment, and I think we've already talked about it, I think maybe last week, is the fact that they are giving illegal immigrants $1,000 to buy a ticket to fly wherever they want to in the world. So they're trying to urge them to do this before they get you know, contacted by ICE, and it all go terribly wrong for them. So and then when they can prove that they have flown and are out of the country, they get another $1,000, and it works out a lot cheaper than the resources that it would take for ICE to you know, withhold them, the arrest, all the paperwork and everything in order to send them over. And this way, you know, they're not just sent back to a place that they perhaps don't want to be. They can go somewhere else. So yep, it is that's how it is. So what do you guys think? You know, do you think it's a good thing? I know if I took advantage of a country and then the rules changed, I wouldn't want to be looking over my shoulder, me and my family, waiting for somebody to, you know, to be arrested and all of that humiliation and stress and everything. I would take them up on the offer. Yeah, and I would definitely go and travel somewhere else. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, let's have a look. I think we've got some questions coming in. So Sarah Ann, question: do you see any major weather events coming up this summer? Okay, so I just they gave me the wind tornado-y kind of things. So I feel as if there's some of those. There was some little video that I saw, you know, when clouds look as if they're rippled, it's like they look as if they're like a quilt cover, where they're like bits of puff.
I was listening, and Ali froze up. She froze up when she was talking about clouds and how they ripple, and I was making something to eat. I'm making one of those. It's the Hawaiian bread. I'll grab it. This is new. I've never seen this before, but Hawaiian keto bread. So I'm not sure who makes it. Lewis, Bake Lewis Shop, whatever that might be. 0 gram net carbs. Hell yeah. So I'm doing that with a slice of tomato. I've got some big tomatoes that'll fit on there. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to do mozzarella, American, or cheddar on top. I'm going to do 2 different ones. And I might even include a little Parmesan on there. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm getting really hungry. Hopefully Ali pops back in soon. And she will answer your questions. Any major weather events coming up this summer? Yeah, hopefully Florida's not one of them. With all the hurricanes that we have. Hurricane season starts soon. When is it? Might already be. I'm looking that up right now. June 1st. So yeah, it's coming up June 1st to November 30th. Boy, we've been through a lot here in Sarasota with hurricanes. One came really close in 2019. I lost electricity for 5 days. Eesh. And then here, I had water damage. The awnings blew off my trailer in a couple spots. Big water stain, damage stain on the ceiling. Yeah, it can get kind of nasty. Hopefully there's nothing. But I think overall, probably what's going to happen is we're going to see fewer catastrophes weather-wise, because those in power that were controlling a lot of these, directing hurricanes and seeding the clouds and all that shit, that's not going to happen much longer, I don't think. I think they're being taken down, and some big stuff's going to happen real soon. You guys will find out about it. But some major things are going to be happening. And that involves the takedown. And we've heard for years about the mass arrests. And I know, back in like 2010 or so, when that talk was getting hot and heavy, I kind of bought into it, but then I got leery and thought, okay, this is just sensationalism. And I kind of backed off on that, and I was pretty skeptical. Now I'm actually feeling it, that is true, and that things are already happening behind the scenes that we don't know about. I know a lot of people talk about Gitmo and, oh, this person's already gone there and this person's no longer alive and that's a clone and this and that. Well, I have a science background and I look for, tangible evidence. We can see that in examples like Hillary Clinton. How many variations of Hillary are there? Is she a clone? Is she a body double, a doppelganger? I think those are probably more logical possibilities, that they get people that look like her, or a mask. These masks are looking so realistic nowadays. But when she all of a sudden has a different hairstyle and she's a couple inches shorter or taller, like remember when she went to Chelsea's apartment? And she came out of the apartment. That wasn't her. That was after, remember when she stumbled into the black SUV and she kind of collapsed and they helped her in? And she came out the next day. That wasn't her. I think that was a doppelganger, a person that looked like her. I don't think it was a mask. I don't think it was a clone. But we're going to see more stuff like that happening, I believe. These people that have been fooling us for probably decades, they're getting called out. The shit's not going to fly anymore. And because of that, to answer Sarah's question, that weather manipulation isn't going to be happening as much. And I'm not going to say it isn't going to continue. But those in power are losing their power. So good questions. Savannah just asked, will Canada become the 51st state? Without drawing cards, I don't think so. I think Canada is going to stay Canada, and Mexico will stay Mexico. And well, it would be kind of cool just to have America, right? In ways that is cool, but you know, that's leaning more towards a socialistic kind of view, and that takes the uniqueness out of each country. Like in England, when I went to visit Ali, every time I've gone there, I swear I think I'm in the wrong airport when I land in Heathrow, because it's all, you know, kind of like Pakistani or something. You know, if you just drive down the streets, they've lost their culture. They've lost their uniqueness. It's no longer British. It's whatever that area is called. I don't know. Other countries are going through the same thing. France, Spain. You're losing your cultural heritage. And I think that's worth saving. And so in regard to the 51st state, I hope for Canada it doesn't. And I also hope for Canada, now that Trudeau is gone, that the right people get into power there and turn that country into what it's capable of being. You know, and that includes your exorbitant food prices. It's crazy, like $10 for a pound of hamburger. You kidding me? I do a lot of my shopping at Aldi's. There's Aldi's all over the United States, but you can buy like chicken thighs for, I don't know, $1.89 a pound or something like that. I think I saw eggs there a couple weeks ago, like around $3 a dozen. Gas prices here in Florida have been dropping a lot lately. I saw $2.79 a gallon here in Sarasota, Florida. And that's a good thing. But for shopping, yeah, I do a lot of shopping at Aldi's because I can't afford to shop elsewhere. In Florida, we have what's called Publix, Publix. Fuck, you got to be rich to shop there. I couldn't afford that. I'd lose even more weight, though, if I did. That's a good thing. Right? Jenny Lee is the seer. Jenny Lee the seer is court certified. She said Canada will be taken. It's actually part of USA. It was erased from history. I did not know that. But, you know, they have their whole heritage with, you know, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and their connections with England as well as us, you know, with the United States, King George, and how he ended up fucking us over. Barbara says, greetings, beautiful souls. Love to you all. Greg's good to see you. How about Cosmic Awakening for the shirt? Why not? That's a good one too. Chrissy said it's hailed twice here. Let me just go like this. I'm not sure if Allie's coming back because she assumes probably I'm not coming in to cover for her. Yes, let's just say stay Canada, USA, Mexico. I agree. Because Canada, when I was in a fraternity, and it was only about maybe 45 minutes from the Canadian border. And ironically, I would go to Prescott, Canada. Our fraternity, we had a Coke machine, but we filled it up with old Vienna splits. The Canadian beer is a lot stronger than American beer. And every time I'd go home, I'd bring home some Canadian beer with me. Like I'd bring home Molson Bredor, even Canadian Budweiser, which is a lot stronger than the 3.5 that we have here. So, I mean, you guys have, and I'm not promoting alcohol. Christ, I rarely ever drank the way it is. Although I do enjoy a good Jack and Coke on occasion, or Jack Honey and Coke, even more so. I'm not much of a beer drinker anymore. Nah, it's too filling, bloats me. Especially in Florida where the beer gets warm too quickly. Unless it's ice cold. I mean, ice cold. In a cooler sitting on ice for 24 hours. It's still going to warm up quickly in Florida, but occasionally, yeah, I could have a beer, but yeah, my drink of choice is water, basically. Whoa, $1.29 for gas in Calgary. Well, that helps you save on food, I guess, right? $1.19 on the reserve in Canada, Akasha says, but $1.34 in town. Yeah, that's amazing. Good for you. Oh, I see what you're saying here. It's a gallon, okay. And you get it by the liter, like what they do in the UK. So I'm always trying to figure out what's the equivalence per gallon, and you've done that there. So still $5 a gallon is a lot. So it's like almost twice as much as what we're paying. Chrissy says their prices have actually gone up. Yikes. That sucks. That's price gouging. That sucks. I don't know, Akasha. There's no way he can be worse than Trudeau. He was horrible. I've mentioned this before on our podcast that there's a lot of people that come here from Canada and they spend their 6 months here or whatever you guys are allowed to spend in the United States. And every Canadian I asked, every one of them, what do you think about Trudeau? Hate him. So you're saying he's worse? I don't live there, but I don't know. I think Trump's going to shake things up, and I think you're going to see changes. We had an ice storm about a month ago in Ontario, says Claudette. It killed and broke millions of trees. Wow, that's horrible. Those poor trees. Yeah. I've been using Dr. Morrow. I'm not sure of that. Pasqualis. keto anabolic diet for 30 years. I'm over 50, perfect health. I don't know what resting HR is. 55. Low body fat, very strong. Hawthorn berry krill oil, I take that. Yeah. Hell yeah. 3,000 milligrams, morning and evening. Hell yeah. They say fish oil is really good, but krill oil is even better. So the kind I buy is Micro Ingredients. I got it off of Amazon. Antarctic krill oil. It's got a little stench to it when you open the bag, but the benefits are worth it. Yeah, krill oil is amazing. Very, very good supplement. Wish Ali was back. Yeah, she's frozen. Talking about the meal I'm going to make. Sounds yummy. Sounds delicious. Yeah. Hi, Star. How are you? Just came in. Love the hearts. Good to see you. HR means heart rate. Okay, wow. That's really good. 50, what'd you say, 55? That's really good. I just took my blood pressure while we were on the air, while Ali was talking. Mine was 89 beats per minute, 125 over 82, which is pretty good for me. But I'm on a plethora of heart and blood pressure medications, which I'm not crazy about, but yeah, ideally, I would love to get off of those medications, but after having 2 heart attacks and quadruple bypass, I'm probably locked into them, unfortunately. So, and I'm not willing to take that chance of being non-compliant with any medication, because I've seen what it's done to my cholesterol and my blood pressure. Some of these things. I had a doctor that said, I take baby aspirin. And I had a doctor that said, if there's one thing you better take every day. He didn't say better. He said you need to take every day. Same thing though. If there's one thing you need to take every day, it's that baby aspirin, because that'll help prevent stroke and heart attack, especially with my history of heart issues. So Kathy Stucklin says that beets are great for heart and blood pressure. I've heard that. Forgot about it, but I think. Oh yeah, I was doing research on that. I have beetroot capsules, and that's not one of the supplements I'm taking now, but I have it in my bedroom. It's not a bad idea to start taking that again. I've got so many supplements, like many of you. Ellie and I were talking to Mary. She kind of likes being anonymous, so I won't say her name, but Mary. And she recommended pomegranate juice. She said that she uses a 1/4 cup every day and mixes that with flax seeds and chia seeds, I believe. And lets them soak overnight, actually, and reaps the benefit of all that stuff. And I didn't know at the time, but I had looked it up after we had talked. And pomegranate juice is actually keto friendly. I know that not many juices are, like orange juice, grapefruit juice, apple juice. They are not keto friendly. But pomegranate juice is. So that is something I could incorporate into my diet. And I see it's like 10 o'clock. I don't think Allie's coming back. I got to go make something to eat. You guys have spent 2 hours with us. So, yeah, I'll give Allie a call. Make sure, everything's okay with her and her computer. But I'm sure I'll be able to reach her on the cell. So once again, thanks again for being part of our In5d family and joining us here on Tuesday night. I hope you guys have an amazing evening and wonderful day tomorrow, and extend that out as far as you want. Sending you lots of love and light from my heart to yours. Take care, everyone. Good night.